You know, it's a fascinating thing, the mind, and how a person can learn to listen to the radio station of the universe, not just the static between channels. And you don't have to learn a single new thing to begin this. You simply have to remember a skill you were born with, a skill that your unconscious mind has been running in the background all along. Think of the last time you were learning to drive a car. At first, it was a chaotic mess of commands. Check mirror, signal, foot on clutch, ease off brake. A conscious, frantic effort. And now you drive for miles, having a deep conversation, while your unconscious mind flawlessly manages the entire complex operation. It's already an expert at running systems that you're not even aware of. Your connection to what some call the field, the source, the Akashic records, is exactly like that. It's a system your unconscious is already wired to run. Your intuition is that feeling of the car perfectly holding the lane, without you having to white-knuckle the wheel. The problem isn't a lack of connection. It's the conscious mind, the part that thinks it's in charge. It's grabbing the wheel and fighting the autopilot, creating a jerky, fearful ride. So let's talk about the mechanics of letting go of the wheel. There's a story about a master woodcarver who was asked his secret. He said, "I go into the forest and I find a tree, and I just cut away everything that isn't the masterpiece already inside it." Your intuition works the same way. The signal is already there. A perfect, clear broadcast. The static, the fear, the doubt, the old stories. That's just everything that isn't the masterpiece. The skill isn't in creating the signal. It's in ceasing to create the interface. And your unconscious mind, it knows exactly how to find the dial for that. It's been waiting for you to stop trying to force the station to change with your conscious, frantic hands. And you can notice how your body already knows this. When you have a gut feeling, it's not a thought. It's a physical sensation. A knowing that arrives fully formed, from a place deeper than logic. That's your unconscious, your inner operator, sending a data packet directly to your awareness. The more you trust that physical signal, the more the operator will send them. It's a simple feedback loop of trust. Now let's chunk up, because a person might wonder, why does this even matter? Imagine you're a programmer, and you've been given the source code for your own reality. Most people, they're just users, clicking buttons on a screen, complaining about the bugs, begging the system admin for help. But when you remember you're the programmer, you can simply rewrite the code. A thought of lack. You can find that line of code and comment it out. A pattern of fear. You can run a new script called curiosity or play. The karmic repercussions of not acting on this simple cause and effect. If you keep clicking the fear button, the system will keep rendering a fearful reality. It's not punishment. It's just flawless, obedient programming. The universe is the most sophisticated, responsive system imaginable. And it takes every command you give it, spoken, thought, or felt, as a literal instruction. And we can chunk down to a simple, powerful technique. The art of pretend. A young child doesn't try to be a spaceship captain. They are the captain. their whole reality shifts to match that truth. This isn't childish. It's profound spiritual technology. So, for just 1 hour today, you can pretend you are the benevolent, playful creator of your experience. Pretend every person you meet is a lovingly crafted character in your game, there to teach you something. Pretend that every challenge is a puzzle designed for your enjoyment and growth. And when you do this, your unconscious mind, which doesn't distinguish between real and vividly imagined, begins to reconfigure your neural pathways. It starts to look for evidence that this is true. And it will find it, because the field responds to your dominant vibrational command. Pretending is just a fun, low-pressure way of sending a new command. Render a reality of wonder and sovereignty. The secret they don't tell you is the divine feminine and divine masculine. They aren't out there somewhere. They're internal programs. The feminine is your ability to receive the signal from the field, to allow, to be the fertile ground. The masculine is your ability to act on that signal, to create form from it, to command with clarity. Most people, they're running one program while the other's corrupted. The divine child is the state of the system when both are running perfectly in harmony. The joyful, ceaseless cycle of receiving inspiration and manifesting play. And as you integrate this, a funny thing begins to happen on your screen. The graphics get sharper. The gameplay gets more engaging. You start to encounter other players who are also awake, and you realize the Galactic Federation everyone's waiting for. It's not a fleet of ships. It's a community of other programmers who've been waiting for you to remember your login credentials, so you can all start building the new server together. A server some might call heaven on earth. That's a story for another time. For now, it's enough to know the autopilot is engaged. The signal is clear. And your unconscious mind is already expertly navigating you toward the most fascinating, unfolding destinations. And all you really have to do is sit back, enjoy the ride, and notice how naturally and easily you're already doing it.